Welcome back to Freedom 5. We're doing the second scenario in the Volume 1 comic book, Bad Moon Falling. Alright, we're starting off. We're going to start with Young Legacy. We can start with either character. We have a choice. And so we're starting with Felicia Parsons, next evolution. Once per turn, place any one I-Beams card from your discard pile on top of your deck. Well, it doesn't have any. This is her civilian mode. And there's a few things she can do in civilian mode. If we just take a look at her card. So the card here actually, these are all the things she can do. Civilian mode is just this icon. Hero or civilian mode has got both of them, and just hero mode is this one here. So when she moves, she can move up to 2 locations. Attack all henchmen in your location, if no henchmen there. In your location, attack a villain. So henchmen protect villains. Heal 1 damage, doesn't have any damage. Recover. Once per turn, you and each hero in your location draw an ability card. So she could do that just to draw an ability card of her first action. A personal task, justice, attempt to justice, and interact. So those are all the things she can do, and again, her stats are here. And let's get into her actions then. So, you know what, in civilian mode, I think for her very first action, she probably will then just go ahead and do the once per turn, you and each other hero in your location draw an ability card. She's going to do it for herself, so she gets to draw an ability card. And she gets, wow, she's got so many perseverance cards. And they don't cost an action. Action cards actually have a icon on them. And cards that don't have any icons on them do not cost an action token to perform. Alright, and I think the second action she will perform, actually it's not an action, as I just mentioned, so this is not an action, useful energy. Play during your hero phase, and she is now actually going to switch to her hero side. So she's now Young Legacy Reckless. At the end of your hero phase, place a smashed token in your location. All heroes roll -1 die on attribute tests in a smashed location. If you have no tokens left, move 1 instead. So she basically is a little bit reckless, a little bit ragey, a little bit smashy. But she's going to do this for no action. Play during your hero phase. You and another hero of your choice each draw 2 ability cards, then one of you discards 1 card from hand. So, she will be drawing 2 cards off the top of her deck. She gets head-on collision. Wow, another perseverance. And I think without even looking at anyone else's cards, we're going to take one of her perseverance cards and discard it. She just has way too many of them. And then Bunker also gets to draw 2 cards, but he gets to keep both of his. He gets snapshot missiles. Ooh, this is so good. And satellite intel. Alright, so Bunker's now up to 6 cards. Remember, we can have 12 cards at the end of the player's turn. You can have 12 cards in hand. And the player's turn includes the villain phase. Okay, she's spent 1 action. And now it is time to go ahead and see what else she wants to do. I think she's probably going to start off by moving. Alright, I'm torn between her moving to this location and moving to that one. I think she's going to move to this one because it's got 3 minions in it. So that costs her 1 of her 5 actions. She's got 3 left. For another action, she will attack the 3 minions in that zone, and unfortunately for her, she rolls 5+ on those, so she might not have the greatest luck taking them out. And let's see if I can get the dice tray right there. We're looking at rolling 3 green dice. Now, keeping in mind, she does have a lot of perseverance cards. Play after you roll dice, reroll any number of your dice, and she's got like 1, 2, they don't cost action. She's got 3 of those. To keep that in mind. Alright, 3 dice. She's looking for 5+ to take out the minions. And she gets absolutely nothing. So she will spend 1 of her perseverance. After you roll dice, re-roll any number of your dice. Alright. She's persevering. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see. We gotta get some 5s and 6s here. She gets 1 6, taking out 1 green minion. She wants to take out yellow minions for her Justice card. If she wanted, you know what, she'll spend, she's got so many of these cards, she'll spend another Perseverance card, and you can just go ahead and keep spending them. Well, she can. And she's going to re-roll the 2 dice. So that was 1 hit. So she rolls these, and she gets another 6, so she takes out 2 minions. Okay. So she's got 2 actions remaining, and she has to put a smashed token in her location. And the smashed tokens mean all heroes roll -1 die attribute tests in a smashed location. Darn it. I have to figure out what she wants to do. Let me think about this. Alright, I think she's just going to move 1 space back to Freedom Headquarters Tower. And then she's for her final action, so that was her second to last action. Her final action then will be attacking the blue minion. Now she only needs a 3+ for blue minions, so she's going to do that. Her last attack is a 6, taking out the blue minion. Is gone. And that is all 5 actions for Young Legacy. And she is finished doing everything that she can do. Yeah. Okay. That's it for her playing cards and taking actions. And now, after all of that, we go into the villain phase. Alright, we're into the villain phase, so we have to do the villain phase for our current scenario. Alright, so end of turn, villain phase. Each henchman in your location deals 1 damage to you. There are none, so there'll be no damage. Draw 2 ability cards. Alright, she gets to draw a couple of ability cards, and she gets Rampage. Suffer a damage. Until the end of your turn, all your attributes are 3+. And another head. This head-on collision is kind of cool. Move to any location, deal 1 damage to yourself and each villain in that location. So she just goes in and headbutts them. Alright, that's going to be her cards. She's got 5 now. And carrying on, end of turn. Draw a scheme card and fully resolve it. Oh boy. This is where things can go absolutely sideways. Alright, so we've got our scheme deck here. I might give it another little shuffle here, so you're sure that I'm not cooking it, which I'm not anyway, but this is our first draw of the scheme deck, so we'll give it an initial shuffle. So I'm going to try not to drop everything on the table. Alright, shuffled. Initial scheme card. Is this going to be good or god-awful? Let's find out. Oh no! Okay, so location 7, we're putting a red minion, and we're also putting a mastermind token down. Oh, this is just not good. We're off to a rotten start. So, 1 red at 7. Well, 7's already got 3. Yeah, so we have an overrun, and we have to put an anarchy token there, or a mastermind token there. And now there's 2 of them. Yeah, they're looking at us. Oh, and if we have to place one of these down, and we don't have any, the mastermind track goes up. This is not good. So we have an overrun. Well, how does overrun work? Well, the 1 minion, the 1 red one that would have been placed here, goes and is placed on the red villain. And our red villain is Freight Train. So now he's got a red minion meeple on him, protecting him. Fantastic. Just fantastic. All right, and an overrun. So we have to put 1 red in each location that is adjacent, and you can't be adjacent on a little diagonal, but this of course is adjacent, so there's 1. So this one here won't get one because it's at a kitty corner. So basically where bunker is gets a meeple, a red one. We get a red one here, 2, and a 3rd one down on the bridge. Well, that was just not good. We only have 2 red meeples left in the supply. If you can't place a red meeple down, then you would put a red anarchy token instead. Oh, this is getting awful. All right, let's go to the next location. 25's getting 2 blue. Okay, I do believe this was the worst card in the history of ever to be pulling first off. 25, gee, Glamour is right here at 25. So 2 blue. Well, there's already 3 blue there. So the 2 blue that would have been placed there are placed on Glamour instead. And we get an overrun, which means we have every adjacent location, which will be this one, and this one, and also this one get amiibo. So now this one's got 3. Wow, that was absolutely god awful. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next location, which is 26. Getting a green, and it might move Ambuscade, maybe, if 26 has 3 minions on it when we place this one. Wow, I think this is going to be a very short playthrough. So 26, of course, is right here with 1, 2, 3. So we can't place it. This is 3 overruns in a row. So this goes on to Ambuscade. So he has more protection now. And yes, we get an overrun into every adjacent location. So this would overrun into here, and I don't think... I've got to remember what to do with this. I think we put an Anarchy token down here instead because we can't place a meeple. Then I got to double check that. Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. So 3 in here now, and then we get 1 more here. No, we don't get 1 here because it's adjacent. But we do have 1 at the bottom here. 28 is adjacent, so... a green one in there. Wow. Shortest playthrough ever. This is only the first turn and we're just getting absolutely annihilated here. Okay, I got to double check the rules here. What you do when you have an overrun into a location that has already got 3 meeples. I don't believe there's cascading overruns in this game, but let me double check and I'll see what we do with this location. Alright, so what happens instead? So instead of placing the green one here, which we can't because it already has 3, the one that would go here goes on to the villain. So now Ambuscade has 2 protecting, Freight Train's got 1 protecting, and Glamour's got 2 protecting. Unfreaking believable. And yes, Ambuscade will move to this location because there are 3 meeples there. Wow. And we get running out of time. Place this card face up near the Mastermind track. If there are ever 3 running out of time cards face up, discard them and advance the Mastermind track +1. Oh yeah, just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to put that over there. Oh boy. Well, that was a lovely first turn for Young Legacy. And so then let's go over now. Oh, and I forgot to put the smashed token down. Where did she end up? So Freedom Tower has got a smashed token on it. That's great. So there we go. All right, over we go to Bunker. All right, this is going to be a long episode. All right, so we have Bunker in his civilian form. So if we take a look at him, once per turn, choose 1 hero to draw 3 ability cards and keep all the cards of 1 color. You may move to any location matching the color they choose. He's going to choose himself. So this is his cards so far. He gets to grab 3 and keep the color of his choice. Now he kind of wants a blue, green, or red. It wouldn't matter. So he's got blue, green, and red. He's going to keep... Is he going to keep the green? Omniblast. Or does he want to keep yellow? No, he's going to keep the green. And then these 2 get discarded. Okay, now he could move to a green location. Does he want to do that? I do believe he does want to move to a green location. Alright, he is going to move to this location here with the 2 green, where all the overruns just happened to be happening. He's looking to take out blue. He's looking to take out blue minions. Okay, so he's moved there. Now that was his ability. He, of course, didn't take an action. He is then going to flip over to his armor plating side. Each time you suffer damage, block 1 damage and deal 1 damage to the villain or henchman that attacked you. Alright, so that's what that is. So now he can play his cards. And he's going to start with Snapshot Missiles, which costs him an action. That's his first of 5 actions. Action, remove all henchmen from an adjacent location. plays that. He's going to remove all 3 blue, and those go onto his card. All right, he has another snapshot missiles. He's going to do this one for another action. This will be his second action. And it's action, remove all henchmen from an adjacent location. He's going to remove all 3 of these. The 2 green and the 1 blue. So he gets to keep the 1 blue. And the 2 green go back into the reserves. And he has 3 actions remaining. So let me see what he wants to do. I'm going to retroactively do one thing. So we're going to put the snapshot missiles back in his hand. He's going to actually move first. He would move here. Then he would have used the snapshot missiles to get rid of all of these guys. That would put 5 blue on his thing. And then when he's here, there's 3 minions here, but I've already taken them off the board. And the reason I took them off the board is because he is going to use Omniblast when he is there, which only makes sense. So, action, discard. So, yes, this would be an action, his 4th action. Discard 1 other Omniblast card to remove all henchmen from your location and deal a damage to the villain there. And it's just deal a damage. I don't believe it's an attack. We're not attacking the villain. We just deal him a damage. And I believe that's how that works. So with the 2 cards, so all 3 of those minions come off the board. And we do 1 damage to Ambuscade, but he of course has 2 green protectors on him. So the protector gets damaged or taken out instead, making these guys even harder to take out. And now Bunker has 1 action remaining. And what was I going to do for his 1 action? Remove 1 Anarchy Mastermind token from your location. He can't really do that. I think he's just going to... what's he going to do? Is he going to move? He'll move right here with... And you can move in with the villains and masterminds. It doesn't really matter. He'll move in there. So we've cleared out a lot of stuff down here. Well, that may not be the greatest. Okay, it is on now to the villain phase. But before we go to the villain phase, yes, he has taken out 5 blue henchmen. And it says, flip this reward when you test Spirit to roll +2 dice. So that goes into his reward section, and he would flip it over if he needs it while testing Spirit. All right, now let's take a look at... Oh, and he gets a new Justice card, of course. Because once you complete one, you get another one. So his next card would be Wild Animals. Several deadly predators have escaped from the zoo, so we have to go to 9. While at the North Park Zoo, with no henchman present, take a Justice action, roll 3 dice, test body or tech. A 2+ successes, herd the animals, and resolve this card. On failure, discard this card and advance to Mastermind Track 1. Alright, so that's his next thing. Over to the villain phase for Bunker. Alright, so the first thing that happens is any henchman would deal Bunker damage, but there's none there, and even if there was any there, his special retaliation armor plating would kick in. And so he ends up getting, drawing 2 cards. He only has 3 cards in his hand, so he's going to draw 2, and I probably should have played the other card, but I didn't. So he's got 2 full throttles. Yeah. So that's going to be his hand. He definitely does not have 12 cards in his hand. So now it is over to the scheme card. Oh my goodness, the scheme card. No! Are you... Oh. Well, we have to move the Mastermind Track because we have no more of these tokens left. They're all on the board. But we got to go to 17 and place down a yellow meeple first. We're off to a rockin' good start. Well, we get a yellow meeple there, so now there's 2. No overruns. I can't believe it. But this is a problem because we do indeed have to move the Mastermind Track up 1. And the Mastermind Track moves up 1. Remember, if we get to 4, we kick over to the next part of the scenario. And the next card, our next thing is 2 blue on location 2. Which I guess I didn't need to move the camera because it's location 2 is right here. Oh look, we've got 3 there. Oh, this is so great. Just great. Okay, we have a red on 16, and Freight Train might move there if there ends up being 3 meeples at 16. Alright, but 16 gets a red. We only have one. Oh, this is so bad. We only have one more red. So there's not 3 here, so Freight Chain Rain won't move. Rapid healing. Each hero may either heal 1 damage or draw an ability card. Well, we're obviously drawing ability cards. Of course. That's what we're doing. Alright, so I'm going to put that's our discarded. So we're each going to draw an ability card. So Young Legacy, as I kick the camera, gets another head-on collision. And Bunker is going to be drawing more satellite intel. Alright, we're backing the camera out and wrapping it up for today. Alright, one little correction here before we wrap it up, and that is when villains move into a location, they bring with them an anarchy token. So there's going to be an anarchy token here at 26. So in the wrap-up you won't see it, but it will be there for the following episode. Alright, let's wrap up our episode for today. Alright, well that's going to wrap us up for today from Freedom 5. We've got Young Legacy smashing the place, and we have Bunker. Wow, did we have a rotten start? A rotten start, but maybe we'll do better in the future episodes. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your membership, subscriptions, comments, likes, dislikes, everything helps out my channel. Really appreciate it. This is Freedom 5, 2-player game. Bad Moon Falling against Baron Blade on his mobile defense platform. Wow. Just wow. We had a bit of a rotten start. Maybe we can have a better go of it in the next episode. So I hope you'll join me then. I'll be back at this again tomorrow.